You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Good day, sir.
Good day to you. How you two doing? All right?
Absolutely fantastic.
This is right in Heidi's wheelhouse because secretly she's a huge country fan.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a little.
And she loves the Beatles.
You got me all excited, and then you took it in a different direction.
One of my favorite artists of all time, Buck Owens.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday today, Buck Owens, born Elvis Edgar.
Oh, really?
And, of course, was huge with Hee Haw.
Yeah.
The longest-running variety shows, like in the history of variety shows.
Yeah.
But he came up with what's known as the Bakersfield sound.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's got like a steel guitar in it,
one of
doesn't it?
his hugest fans, who has carried it on, is Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah.
So, and I'm a big fan of Dwight, too.
I like Dwight. And he's a talented actor. Super talented.
Oh, yeah. And so I watched Sling Blade, and it wasn't until almost the very end that I knew that was Dwight Yoakam in that film.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he's super talented.
Pretty awesome. Mark Knopfler has a birthday today. He's the lead man, of course, for Dire Straits.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty incredible. Mark Knopfler is 71 today. And Heidi, seriously, this one is for you.
Okay.
This one is for you, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I like big boats and I can't lie.
It's a boy. Let's name him Sir Mix-a-Lot.
We have a little man in like a knight in shining armor in our living room.
I know you do.
His name is Sir
His name
Mix-a-Lot.
is Sir
Well, of
Mix-a-Lot.
course it does. Sir, or Mr. Mix-a-Lot, actually real name Anthony Ray, and goes, you don't know, he's 57 today.
Nice.
Okay.
And filmmaker Cecil B. DeMille, born this day. You know, Cecil B. DeMille, he did the original The Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
Which was I watch it every time I can find it, and what I love most about it is casting James Cagney as a Pharisee is hilarious. Where's your Messiah now, see? Yeah. So where's your Messiah now? Yeah. You dirty rat? Yeah, see?
That's exactly what was needed in that role.
Oh, yeah, one of the best misfires ever in film history.
Well, thank you for that update, sir.
Absolutely. We're not done yet.
You're not?
More.
Ooh.
Clock here. I'm gonna earn my keep today. Are you kidding me? Was 1658. This day, the very first American police force was formed.
Ah,
It's
awesome.
called New Amsterdam, which actually
New
was on the southern tip of Manhattan Island. Actually, was Dutch settlement.
Yeah.
Yep. Because they were Dutch, they were also the first people who tried to defund their police force. Whoa! I don't want to get in trouble here.
Mr. Edgy over here.
Yeah, all you Dutch listeners, you know what I'm talking about.
We love you.
1877, Thomas Edison, you know him, you love him. He completes his first model for the phonograph.
Nice.
Recording sound onto tin foil cylinders.
I was just looking through my digital files. I actually have a recording of the very first thing he ever recorded.
That's pretty amazing. On tinfoil cylinders. That's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah, and of course he was just cranking out Cher's biggest hits. And in 1908, Henry Ford's company builds the very first Model T car.
Very cool.
That car would go on sale about a month later. Price tag, 825 buckaroos.
And a bargain at that.
You betcha. All right. Now I know. Now you know. Now we all know. And we can just absolutely crash ahead into this thing.
And we're gonna. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Peck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Howdy, you two little crazy lovebirds, you. you're looking great there, Brian. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Oh, I gotta tell you, my feet are getting a little chilly because you just knocked my socks off. Hey, little Radio Rangers, we got a little update here for it because there's been some inquiries. Yes, in fact, the Ranger Dan treasure hunt is still going on in full swing. If you're not familiar with the Ranger Dan treasure hunt, gosh darn it, it's a bunch of fun. That's where you just search your house, maybe a grandparents' place or any of their house you happen to be visiting, and you look in every nook and cranny, dresser, closet, whatever the case may be, and you find gold. Maybe it's rings, maybe it's watches, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, coins, whatever. Fact of the matter is, gold is now hovering right around $2,000 an ounce, and that ain't chump change, let me tell you what. Now, for added adventure, and this is pretty exciting, listen close. Let's get back to basics here, little Rangers, and back to nature.
Okay.
Now, first you gotta find gold in order to make stuff out of gold.
Yeah.
And it's natural. I say natural because it's nature and it's neat and it's natural. So here's what you do. You got a pan for gold. That's what it's called. That's where you set yourself down on the bank of a stream or a river and using a pan.
Yeah.
Like a pie tin of sorts, and you sift through the water and you sift through the sediment, and lo and behold, all of a sudden, maybe you're going to find a gold nugget. Maybe some gold dust.
Huh.
Maybe lost high school rings from past intoxicated inner tubers. First, of course, you're going to need a pan, and Ranger Dan Enterprises has you covered.
Oh,
for just $19.95, you can pan for gold with an official Ranger Dan Gold Pan and Pan. You just go to the Ranger Dan website, click on the gold bar icon, and your Ranger Dan pan is going to arrive in just 37 to 53 weeks. And gosh darn it, when you send your pan gold to my P.O. Box in Sisseton, you're going to receive a 5% discount coupon redeemable for all Ranger Dan.
That was a bargain.
Get your Ranger Dan Gold Pan today, except no substitutes. No substitutes. Just look for the Ranger Dan label hastily pasted over that stamped Perkins logo on the bottom. That's all the time we have there, little Radio Rangers. I hope you learned something. I know, gosh darn it, I sure did. This is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me now. Yes, sir.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for water cooler talk with Mr. Dan Farris.
But first, want to give something away?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty darn generous here. Compliments of Southeastern Hair Design in their brand new digs at the corner of 28th and Minnesota, and now offering 15% off their amazing line of product. I've got a $20 gift card. In fact, two of them. And Heather, help me out here, John, because it's all Greek to me. Heather Lustos,
yeah, T-L-U-S-T-O-S. I'd say Lustos, but I could be wrong.
Lanners is in there, too, so maiden name Lanners. Heather, you know who you are.
Yay!
Come on down, gift card. And also, you know where you love her, ladies and gentlemen, Lori Ketchum.
Woo!
Congratulations to both of you.
We did two today. That's awesome.
We didn't do any last week, so we got caught up.
Okay.
We did two. Speaking of numbers and money and stuff like that, by the numbers, the Sturgis.
Yeah.
Been going on.
Of course, we discovered yesterday, apparently it's just a giant Trump rally, according to the major
That's
media
what it is. But
outlets.
And I had no idea. It wasn't until about 8 years ago that a lot of the vendors at the Sturgis rally, and everything from hats to shirts to belts, you name it. I mean, a lot of merch gets bought and sold during the Sturgis rally. But the powers that be really weren't up to speed on sales tax and that kind of thing. So a lot of those transactions were just, that's $20 and $20 goes in the pocket, and that's beginning, middle, end. Well, they got a heck of a lot better at that over recent years, and it's increased the revenue for the Sturgis area huge, because Sturgis, whether you know it or not, that city, that place,
tiny little town, actually
invests about $1 million a year to make this happen.
Yeah,
all told.
Yeah.
Well, now they're clocking in at earning, on average, over the past 5, 6, 7 years, a little over $8 million.
Wow.
Which is nice. The other part of that is they have managed since 2014 to lower property taxes over 20%.
Isn't that fantastic?
See how that works?
Yep.
Listen up, Sioux Falls.
Hello, City Hall. Sioux Falls, hello.
Yep.
Hello. Let's give this back to the people paying the freight. Yeah. So I just thought that was amazing because up until not even a decade ago, it was just kind of, this is what it is.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And I'm not saying I'm a big fan of taxes because I'm not, but I thought those numbers were pretty darn interesting.
Right, that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, and they figure the powers that be figure that's about the cap on it. And I think they counted over this past weekend a little over 160,000 visitors.
Oh, wow.
That's apparently the official head count because we've been hearing everything from 100,000 to 250,000.
No, I talked to somebody who said their estimate was 750,000. They were there.
I'm looking at what is supposed to be like the official head count here and how they track that. I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how you count it either, but they were saying you couldn't find a parking space anywhere in the hills. And they said the last time that kind of stuff was going on, the official count then was 750,000. So I don't know.
So that is a pretty big deal. Sturgis, in fact, for the city of Sturgis, that event accounts for almost 12% of their overall annual budget.
Right.
So that's pretty
insane.
Huge.
Absolutely it is.
You would honestly think that it would be enough to cover 100% of their annual budget.
Well, I mean, they've got law enforcement. They've got, rangers.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Rangers. Support your local ranger. Those guys are the unsung heroes.
That's right.
They are. I happen to know one.
I do, too. Comes in here every day and mispronounces my name.
Other than that, he's a national treasure. I think we can all agree.
I would agree.
Absolutely.
All right, good enough.
Well, that's great. Dan, thank you for coming in, sir.
My pleasure.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. We've got your bright spot of news on the way next.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. And today our bright spot of news shines on the Home Builders Association. We've got Jerry Cook joining us right now. We've got a really fun fundraising event coming up, don't we, Jerry?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really cool.
And it's called, is it Sioux Falls Rockestra? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Rockestra Sioux Falls. So we put together a fundraiser. They're a 24-person band. They've got multiple vocalists, horn section, string section, and they do like rock covers from basically the 60s era to current. And we're going to hold it down at the Shrine Mosque Friday, October 2nd. And it's a charity fundraiser for the Home Builders Association, our charity arm, which is the CARE Foundation.
And this is a great organization. The CARE Foundation does so many wonderful things. Can you tell me a little bit about the CARE Foundation for folks that don't quite understand what that is?
Yeah, so the CARE Foundation is the charity arm of the Home Builders Association here in the Sioux Empire. And so we fundraise for like housing-related community service projects. So we were just last week or the week before helping out with Habitat for Humanity houses. We build things like wheelchair ramps for, we work with the city of Sioux Falls and build real wheelchair ramps for folks that can't afford or don't have the capacity to do it themselves through a program called Repair Affair. We also provide scholarships for students that are going into like the building trades. We actually donated just last year about $250,000 to the Home Builders Academy in Harrisburg to help build that big building where they're actually building houses inside of it. We've given a bunch of money or donated money to O'Gorman to restart their shop program and scholarships for high school kids going into building related programs. So really it's, we really try to do a lot of different things to help not only the building community, but the kids around and also, people that are kind of disadvantaged that don't have the ability to pay for or do things themselves.
And it's just a great way to make our community better, both by making the improvements, but also by ensuring that we have new people joining that pipeline so we have builders in the future as well, because that's always going to be an important trade. So we got to make sure we continue to nurture that.
Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, where do you go sleep at night? Where do you go home to after work? I mean, it's like your house is your single biggest investment, your single probably most important thing outside of your family and friends. I mean, it's so we've got to keep kids getting into that realm, into that discipline, and so we try to do everything we can to help raise awareness and make sure that we've got kids coming in and stuff. So it's just a great organization. And
if you would like to contribute to that, a really good way to do it is join us at this really cool event, this Rockestra Sioux Falls. And when is the event, and how do I get a ticket to the event?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So you can buy tickets online at RockestraSiouxFalls.com, and they're $50 per seat. And we've also got reserved tables of 8 seats available for between $500 and $1,000 per table. The event is Friday, October 2nd, and it's at the Shrine Mosque downtown. And we're really looking forward to having a bunch of people there and having a great event.
I think it's going to be a good time. And if you'd like to get tickets, again, we're going to throw a link to the information on our Facebook page as well. Jerry, thank you for taking the time to chat.
Thank you so much, John. We really appreciate your guys' support.
And while we got you in line, we should also let folks know you got some fun things happening in your life as well. Jerry is one of the members at the Home Builders Association, but you've got a couple of different businesses, AVI, and then the other one, you've got a new location for Rayfeld's. When is that going to be taking place? When will people be able to find you in your new place?
Yeah, we've actually been moving here for the last couple weeks and are finishing up some, building construction type stuff. So I'm hoping in the next, couple weeks we can get people back in and start rock and rolling over there. So it's a beautiful location. We're really excited about it.
And that's going to be right across the street from the beautiful new Levitt Bandshell. So it's a great neighborhood, a great location, and we're excited for you.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
again,
you. Really appreciate it.
The event that we've been talking about, Rockestra Sioux Falls, you can go to their website, RockestraSiouxFalls.com. And like I said, I'll throw a link to all of that in the social media pages as well to make it really easy to find. Thanks for listening to your Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at MarketBeatMinute.com. That's MarketBeatMinute.com. Time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because you know what I know, we all know it's Celebrities of Fabulous. Bummer. You probably heard about this. Simon Cowell.
Oh.
Fell down, went boom this past weekend.
I did not hear about that.
He's riding around. He got a new electric bicycle or something.
Okay.
The guy broke his back.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeepers.
What? He got nicked up. He broke his back.
Oh, my gosh.
How have I not heard of this?
Apparently he's going to be just fine, just going to be laid up for a little while. So the big announcement is, of course, with America's Got Talent in production,
right?
Kelly Clarkson has been tapped to fill in.
Okay.
That's cool.
Look at the connection. Years and years ago, she was a contestant on American Idol.
Yep. And she won.
Judge Simon Cowell.
Yeah, she did okay.
So there's the tie-in there. So Clarkson's going to join Howie Mandel, who I love.
I love Howie.
I do too. His sense of humor is spot on. By
Heidi Klum, who does not return my calls.
Yeah, mine neither.
Sophia Vergara, who does not return my calls. We have the judges' table on this week's live episodes. Well, I had one, the other night and one the other night. So if you saw it now you know why. But I guess Simon's going to bounce back. But I hear, broke your back. That's to me like...
Right, usually that's like horrifying.
You're like in a body cast and somebody's feeding you soup for 3 months. But no, apparently it wasn't all that bad. When you...
It might have been just a fracture or something.
Yeah, it's not like he had his spine snapped.
Right.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's a good thing.
I can't believe it. The guy's like 60 years old. He's on a little electric bicycle.
The man who's out rollerblading a 10K?
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I got game, man.
You do.
I'm a beast, and I'm in great pain every single waking moment. Yet I don't look for somebody to fill in for me.
You're here pulling it off like a champ.
There you go.
Every day.
Simon, you big crybaby.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, well, that took a turn, didn't it?
It did
It
indeed.
certainly did.
Well, I am done here. Good day.
Got an email here from the Simon Cowell fan club. Look at that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Thanks for listening.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. Investors counting on the S&P 500 to hit new highs may be in for a disappointment. The action on Tuesday started out strong, but by the end of the session, the broad market had given up its gains and moved into the red. The move was small, but may foreshadow a much deeper move yet to come. With the S&P 500 up nearly 50% from its post-pandemic low, it is overdue for profit-taking, if not a correction. Longer-term investors should remain focused on earnings. While not all S&P 500 companies are beating consensus for second quarter earnings, the outlook for most can be described as better than expected. With the outlook for earnings in 2020 improving and growth expected in 2021, the odds of the S&P 500 hitting a new all-time high in the second half of 2020 remain very high. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.